So, hello everyone. I am back from Dubai and it was an amazing time. I did a complete new tattoo. I'm very excited once this has been healed completely. But today is not about that. It's about some updates I want to give about the current market situation. All of our updates when it comes to the market, when it comes to trade setups and everything. This is all being shared completely in our community group, which I also put a link into the chat and it's also in our description. So, before we start, I want to open a little bit of the trading view so I can show you exactly what's currently going on and why I see currently there is an opportunity to join to either see if you can have a little bit of profits for yourself and also that you understand what we are actually looking for to create some profit. So before we start, I want to spread this link into our private community for all the community members which want to join. So let me do this quick. Today, this is it. Okay, perfect. Good, it has worked. Now, I want to open TradingView quick. Just like this. And then I will show you this better on the map because it gives much more clarity to understand what's going on instead of just talking, which might not help you exactly what you for yourself want to look for. So I will share TradingView here on this screen. Let me show you. Here you can see it. So this is now the current situation we have here in the market. I want to show you specifically what currently I have seen. So we had an interest cut last Wednesday, I think, the 17th of September was the rate cut by the Fed. It was around 3 days ago, and that rate cut actually was the, like people were looking for a 50 bips rate cut, but we didn't reach to a 50 bips rate cut. Instead of that, right now we have a 25 bips rate cut. So that's why maybe a lot of people have like expected a little bit more than actually happened, and that's why we are concentrating a little bit from this higher point. Now I want to put everything a little bit low so you can see it more in detail what's going on currently. But right now, as you can see, we are at 115,800. We are still very bullish. So you can see here bullish and that we have reached here two kind of take profit targets. Right now, our take profit targets, if we see it on a monthly scale, is around 131,000. It could be possible. I would see it this year. The question is just when. Now, to clearly understand also, if you see this in the last bull run, what happened here at this point is the bear run. And the bear run is something very important when it comes to trade. The question is just our moving average. If you can see it here, the moving average is showing us actually if we are having like a bear run confirmed or not. Now, if I show you just the 200-week monthly average, you can see here at the time, for example, in 2020, we were here clearly in a bull run, and then we can see it here, 22 May, we went to a bear run. This is actually a bear run where the moving average is higher than the candles here below. And even if it goes up and down again, we are still in a bear run, which gives us the chance actually to rebuy because this is the moment where we hedge here. Right now, you can see our moving average is around 52,000, 53,000, but the price currently is at 115,000. So it has to correct a lot. And we know that in this situation here, we have corrected more than 60 to 70% of the price. So the question is just if this will happen after this bull run too, or if we keep being bullish like gold. So this is just a question. I think this will have like give more clarity as soon as we can expect that there is the opportunity of fat cut, of more fat cuts, of more liquidity going into the market. And that comes to the next point. So the next point I want to show here exactly is the M2 global money supply. So this clearly shows us where the money supply is and where we currently stand. So you can see here, once we are going here into, when it goes higher, then it means that this is quantitative easing. So you reduce the interest cut, like the interest rate, that there is more money going into the market, which gives the opportunity for companies to refinance, to get more jobs outside, and to have the labor market more in control in terms of a national bank. And this is why the labor market wasn't that good. That's why they have made now a 25 bips cut, because they didn't want to do a higher cut because of the tariffs, because they don't see the tariffs as something which could affect the labor market too much. And now there's also something in discussion where they ask, like the Premier Court is asking if the tariffs would be illegal and if they have to pay it back. So this would be, of course, a huge loss and also a lot of weaken for the dollar. But we are just waiting now until we can expect another Fed cut, because currently you can see here there's money flowing into the market, and this is just a point here where possibly we can expect a little dump. But actually, if we look in the long term, it looks like that until 31, until 2031, that solid money is flowing in, which is good, which is a good indicator, because this gives us actually a little bit of confirmation that while the time you see here, even here in the bear run, in the bear run, we had the situation here of a correction, and you see also that the market is going to act like this. Yeah, so we have the correction here, we have here a little bit of correction, we have here a little bit of correction, and the question is just when the next correction would come, which looks a little bit more aggressive. But it looks like that upcoming years it could be a situation where we just keep being bullish like gold. But for that, I think the market capitalization of Bitcoin itself need to be much more higher to reach from that point. So currently, when it comes to the trade setups, I want to give you a little bit of trade setups here, which I have analyzed by my own, so I can share this completely with you. So currently, when it comes to Bitcoin, I want to show this also. I have one trade setup at 100 and where was it? So now we are on Bitcoin. I want to show you 114,900 and 114,900. This is where we can see it here a little bit better. Okay, 114,900. 900, around that range. This was one point where I made one kind of, we need to check it a little bit of a 4-hour scale, looks a bit better. So let me show you this more bigger, the chart. Right now it's about dollar cost averaging. When the market is going to correct this, this is the point we want to buy. I'll put some indicators off. Right now I have one open at 114,928, around on that range. So you can see here we have here one support, we have here another support, and this looks like a good point to buy. So this would be definitely one where I see there is much more potential to step in. You can see here, this is one point where I suggest to buy. Then also another suggestion which I have, because here, while we were dollar cost averaging, I think on that point was especially when the Fed cut happened and it was not happening as it was expected. I want to give you a little bit other of buying points. Another buying point would be at 110,886. So 110,886 765, around on that range. 765, around that. So now here make another horizontal line. You can see here, this is a major support line because we have one support coming from here. We have another support having here. Then there's again a support here. And this gives us a little bit more confirmation about the price to increase from there again. And now I want to give you another buying point where I see also a major price correct like a price option where you can have a good buying point. Let me show you this here on my chart. This is 108,000. So if we go on 108,000, 108,700, and actually I go one lower. Oh wait, let me give you that one lower, 107,000. 107,000. Yes, 107,404. This could be also for me 100, 404. Yeah, this around on that range. Yeah, so around on that range could be also very potential point. Why? Because this gives us the opportunity here. Let me put here another draw horizontal line here. So 107,404, 104, like this here. So why we got this point here, I want to show you this too. Here we have another support coming up. We see some support hanging out here. We have a support here on that range. We have a support here. We have a support here. And this gives us another confirmation of very good support line where the price could retrace and comes back up again. Then this is now for Bitcoin. So you have something for Bitcoin now where you have good entry points. Now we want to check this also for XRP. Let me open XRP here quick. Okay. XRP USD like this. Okay. Now we want to check where we would consider to have some buying points here. So let me delete this here. Okay. Good. Right now here, when it comes to XRP, we have, if we look this on a monthly scale, so a little bit more long term, then the expectation with XRP is kind of high, but it's not yet confirmed where we can see the price. So when we try to look the price around on a 4-hour scale, then we can expect that we can go up to 3.3 because right now we are in a very good support zone where we can actually buy XRP. Why? Because if we check now the current price point here, then we see we have actually like we are below that line, but here we have three support available, and this looks like a very good buying point. So XRP is definitely bought already. With I bought it at 3.0, but I can increase actually that position because XRP I would see highly here. So I will make one other buy now on XRP while we are talking, so we can just increase this position. Let me do that. XRP. This would be like this. Just bought it. So you listen to it. I bought now another XRP because I see here a major option for XRP for the price to come up back again. Because if that support line could not hold, we have another support here, but the next support would be in a very low range. You can see it here would be at that low range, and I don't think, I mean, right now in the bull run to end, I don't think that would be the case. But I just increased my position for XRP. So if you want to buy XRP on the point, I would suggest you here on the price point around 2.9844. Now, if we check another buying point, for example, for Ethereum, the next buying point, I bought actually Ethereum again at a range around 4,400 and 56. If we check this here, US dollar, for example, here. Okay, if we check now the price for now, the price is 4,466, and I have a position since 4,458, 56. So it's not that much. It's very, very low. So just a little bit in profit. But if I want to show you here some support lines, again, that we can see that we can grab Ethereum. So for example, a very big support line would be around this range here. Yeah, this is a very interesting, very, very interesting support line here because we got all over this support here. If I will drag this, this is one big support line. We have another support line here. We have another support upcoming here, and also a support hanging out here. So very big support, a very big support if you want to buy Ethereum at 4,286. This could be a point to buy definitely. But also now here with Ethereum, if we check these two support which actually got broken already, we want to check here if we can buy Ethereum. I bought it because I see the potential now here for the next rise to come from here, because as you can see here, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. Now this is where we expect here. If we either go down to 4,286, which could be a good way to buy, or if this will not happen, then we will push the price from here, and then this could be either also a good option to buy. Now we will check on that point. So Ethereum definitely 4,286. If we want to check also, I think Sui could be an option for people to see. No, let's check gold. Gold is quite interesting right now because gold had a correction, and I want to check if gold could be also very interesting to buy currently. So let me open gold quick. Yes. So this is the question now here, what with gold will happen? If we check this on the monthly scale, this could be interesting. Let's check this on the monthly scale where we have expectation with gold. Gold's expectation has already been gone through because gold is super bullish. If you see, gold has risen like Bitcoin over this run, and we want to see if now through the M2 global money supply also gold can go up, of course. And gold actually is to be expected at 4,000 or 6,000, but on a long term. But now we want to currently see if we have a good position possibility for gold. So if I put my indicators off again, I want to check currently how gold will look like. And I expect actually, you see here, there was a big run for gold. I expect actually the price to correct, and the next possible support here for gold would be in a price of around 3,000. There's just two lines here, but again here around that range, 3,640. We want to put a line here for gold around 3,640. Around that range could be two kind of support possibilities to buy gold. Yeah, so we want to see if we further correct here, or if that would be the point where gold rises again. For that, I think uncertainty in the market, of course, is always pushing gold, and we want to check here now on what I have planned on my part. This could be also interesting. XL USD. Let me open this because I'm kind of curious how far I have prepared gold. I have also here a buy for gold at 3,500, 3,545, 45 could be that range. Okay, we can see it here. So around that range also gold could be interesting. We want to check this range here quick, 4,545, around that range. So this here is ranging area also where we could possibly buy gold. Yeah, so but see, if I'm going to buy, then I try to do the dollar cost average to either be in a position and have the possibility to rebuy. So that's why it's very important in what kind of ratio you're trading, and that you trade with very minimum lot sizes. So of course, this range here, which gold could be very, very low, is a very, very interesting range to trade gold. Currently, we can see here there were already shorts confirmed for gold. So it's just a question if we keep this support here or if we further go down. Then if we further go down, we look for a price around 3,544 to rebuy again with gold and take the upcoming move. So this was now some little bit of market analysis, around 20 minutes now. To give further also analysis, if you want this, then we can also you can also like text me in the community. The link is already in the description if you want to join there, or if you want to provide more information about what you expect in our upcoming video. So if you like to see more of our stuff, if you like have any questions, you can feel free to just ask me. And otherwise, I wish you a very nice afternoon, and I hope you have liked it. And see you soon. Bye.